Hey guys, sorry about that. Had some just cut off for some reason, but uh, like I was saying, we went out and found Gary Kubiak, picked him up. He's a great coach. I respect what he does. Um, Obviously, our whole offense now is going to be changing. We're going to be running more play action, more running, so less kind of less Peyton Manning, sort of more C.J. Anderson, but we're okay with that. We've had members of the team say they were okay with that. So Adam get it at I don't know his name. Gennison. Gennison is our new offensive coordinator, and don't know much about him. Think he just came from Houston. Uh, Knows Wade Phillips a little bit, which is good. Um, and Wade Phillips is our new defensive coordinator. Jack Del Rio left and took the head coaching vacancy down in Oakland. Um, Wishing him the best there. Uh, just not when we play the Raiders this year. But you know, a lot of departures this year. Uh, a lot of additions too. Let me tell you some of the additions the Broncos had this year. So to start out, like I said, we got John Fox will not return next year. Um, Signed Gary Kubiak to the 4-year deal. Yeah. So then a big March came up, hit us kind of hard. We designated Demarius Thomas as a franchise player. We put a franchise tag on him. So that's saying there's some contract issues, obviously. We're still trying to work out a long-term deal, and I pray to God that it happens. But right now, he's still on the franchise tag. He's not joining us for the OTAs or the mini camp, anything like that. So if he wants to strike, then he'll strike, and we just got to get him signed long term. So this will all be over. So then we re-signed Virgil Green, which is huge for us because he can block. He's mostly a blocker. Hasn't had the opportunity to catch it too well like Julius did for us, but he's solid. He's a solid player, and I'm glad we re-signed him to a 3-year contract. And then we went out and signed old Texans tight end and Gary Kubiak's tight end in Baltimore, Owen Daniels. Now, Owen Daniels, as I've seen the past few years, he's okay. He's decent. I don't know if he'll be as good as Julius, but Peyton's got to make him good. That's the bottom line. He's got to make Owen Daniels good. We gotta make this offense click again, like it did a couple years ago. So we just got to do the best we can with him. And so we got Owen Daniels, re-signed Steven Johnson to a 1-year contract. Obviously, not a huge contributor, but solid second string, third stringer. Then, interesting signing, April 2nd, we signed Antonio Smith to a 1-year contract. Now, I don't know much about him. All I know is that he's played for the Raiders. Don't know if he's terribly good, but again, he's played under Gary Kubiak, so at this point, Gary Kubiak's just bringing Texans and Ravens to the team, you know. So, and also he just got an arrestment for domestic violence. So it's to be determined on Antonio Smith if he's going to be even participating in the offseason stuff with us. But really interesting signing here. I don't know what we were doing here, but we went out and signed Eagles tight end James Casey to a 1-year contract. Now this I don't get, because we already have Virgil Green and Owen Daniels. So what's he gonna do? And then what gets me most of all is we picked third round in 2015 draft Jeff Hoyerman, tight end out of Ohio State. At that point, I was like, what are we doing here? We already have now 3 tight ends, and we're going to add a 4th one. Now it's back to 3 again. Hoyerman tore his ACL. So, I just hate all these tearing ACLs, and just it's awful, but I don't know what Hoyerman would have done this year for us anyway. I guess Kubiak had some plans for him to be a part of the offense, but you never know. So anyway, we waived Quintara Smith. Didn't do terribly much for us, but you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, I mean that's my off-season review so far. Just check me out for some new videos I might be posting here and there. Maybe some about the Nuggets, the Avalanche, So just keep posted. Thanks, guys.